Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Unacademy Cat. Welcome to this series of challenging DILR sets, and this is the fifth part of the series. And we are going to solve certain questions based on cat pattern. Okay, so I hope you have been enjoying the sessions thus far. We've had four such classes in the past, wherein I have discussed some sets which are relevant for cat. Okay, and today also I'll be solving a couple of sets. So please do join this session and do like the session if you really enjoy these. Okay. So you can join my Telegram channel, which goes by the name MBA Karo, and you can ask any of the queries that you have uh, related to MBA preparation. If you want some questions to get solved, right? Whatever things that you require, you can get that sorted, right? And it's a community of people who are preparing for CAT and other MBA entrance examinations. And in case you are looking for an academy subscription, right? So you can avail 10% discount by using my code PRPANT10. I'm sure you are all set for this mega combat on June 26th. If you have not yet registered, right, please do register for this. The contest is on June 26th at 12 p.m. Okay, the link is given in the description of the video. So please join this test. It's a 60-minute test consisting of 30 questions. Okay, and you can enroll by for free. You just need to use my code ERPANT10 to register for this test. Okay, and like do participate in this to test yourself that how do you stand out as compared to fellow aspirants, and is your preparation level up to the mark, so that you will be able to judge yourself, benchmark yourself as compared to the other aspirants for this examination. Sorry. So this is the first set that we are going to solve today. Okay, so this is the first set, and it is based on bar graph. Actually, it's a logical DI set, not basically a typical graph based question. It's a logical set. Okay, so it says that there is a person who asks, like Hitesh asked students how many marks they scored in a recent mock test, and each of these eight students, okay, and they told him the sum of the marks of the remaining seven students. Okay, and these responses are given in the bar graph. And he even forward that who responded with what number. So what data he has is the total given by these students. So what did they tell? They told the total of other seven students. So for example, if we asked Simi what how many marks you got, so Simi told us total of other seven people. Okay, so if he asked Adam, Adam will tell the total of other seven students. So this is how data is given to us. So none of them told their own marks or the total marks, they told the total of other seven people. So you have to tell the first question is what is the difference between the maximum and minimum scores of these students. I think this can be answered easily. The remaining questions is going to be a challenge one. So I'm sure this question all of you must be able to answer. So what will be the answer to this question? 43. Okay. Easy to guess, and it is correct also. Right, the answer is actually 43 only. But see, sometimes you should be like, even if you do not, since it's a theta question, right? It's a theta question. You must attempt the theta question in the examination. ठीक है? तो इस तरह के लॉजिक लगा सकते हो. सबसे बड़ी वैल्यू दिखी, सबसे छोटी वैल्यू दिखी. You subtracted and you got the answer as 43. Right? The answer is 43 is correct. Okay. Now, if I ask you the next question, right? If Adam is the only person whose score is between 120 and 130, how many marks did he score? So remember, sometimes you might be able to answer questions correctly. Okay, so always attempt these theta questions. Right? Do not ignore these questions. Some people think here theta hai, will we get that right or not? Okay, do not worry about that. So like whether it was by fluke, right, or however you answered that, that was the correct answer. So what is his score? How will we solve this particular question? Okay, first question, maybe you just subtracted from the graph. Right? Do you know the actual way to solve this question? Think what is the person giving to you? So क्या कह रहा है graph में? So it is showing that the each of them gave the total of other seven people, and it is not labeled also who gave what response. So let us try to understand with a smaller example. ठीक है? बड़ा example, then you can relate to it. ठीक है? So एक पहले छोटे लेवल से समझते हैं. Like अगर छोटे में समझ में आ गया तो ये सेट भी समझ में आ जाएगा. ठीक है? So suppose I have two students. ठीक है? So two नहीं लेते, तीन लेते हैं. ठीक है? Let us say A, B और C. इनके मार्क्स भी हमें पता है. ठीक है? So if let us say A got 10 marks, B got 12 marks, C got 15 marks. ठीक है? Now A से पूछा कितने marks हैं, so A will tell 27. If it is asked from B, B will give the answer as 25 because it's telling the total of other two. C will tell 22. Now try to see these numbers and think of something. Okay, how can you find the marks of these people? Hello, Sanket and Alok. So I've given an example wherein you do not know the marks of. So ये marks हैं, ठीक है? A told 25, B told 20, 20. A said 27, B told 25, C said 22. I have to find the actual marks of ABC. These are the. This is as per the question. This is the answer. So you know the answer also. Now think, how can you find the answer? Can you identify? How can you answer that? So let us try to understand it. Okay, so I think you have put some effort. So what does A actually tell us? A is telling B plus C. Okay, what is B telling us? B is telling A plus C, and C is answering A plus B. Okay, so when we add these, right? So when we add these, we will get that 2 times of A plus B plus C, that is equal to 74, right? So A plus B plus C is 37, right? That is the actual number. Okay, A plus B plus C 37. Now we already know B plus C is 27. Okay, so we subtract 27 from it, we will get A equal to 10. A plus C, it is 25. So subtract, we will get B equal to 12. And similarly, if we subtract A plus B from ABC, we will get C, that is 15. So this is how we shall be doing it. So basically, what is happening is, so this was a short example. If you have understood this small example, you can relate to larger one. Okay. So let us say this is some. These are the people. A B C D नाम ले लेते हैं. 8 लोग हैं. A B C D E F G H. Now when you ask A will tell the answer as B plus C plus D E F G H. ठीक है. Now let us say A plus and so on up to H is equal to 2T. That is the total marks. Okay. So what is A telling you basically? He is telling you total minus A. Okay. There were three people. A was telling A plus B plus C minus A. So A will tell all others marks except himself. So total में से अपने marks घटा के बता रहा है. If a person is telling the total of all remaining people, so that means he is telling the total minus his own score. तो A क्या आंसर दे रहा है? A is responding T minus A. What will B respond? B will respond T minus B. C will respond T minus C. ठीक है? And so on. H will respond T minus H. ठीक है? H से पूछेंगे तो H will tell T minus H. Now let us add all these. Okay. So what do we get? We get A plus B plus C, the sum of the response, okay, total of the response. This is the response means these values. Or you can say यहाँ पे number लिखते हैं. So these are the numbers, that is 821 is T minus A, 846 T minus B, 803 and so on till 825. This is this. So if we add all these numbers, okay, which we will add is equal to how many times T will come? 8 times. Okay. So 8T minus A plus B plus C. Now this thing itself is T. That is total marks. So that is equal to 7T. So ये जो total है, that will come as 7T. Now find the value of T. What is the value of T? What are you getting as the value of t? कितना आ रहा है t की वैल्यू? So in this series, we have covered some excellent DILR sets, okay, which require good thinking. Okay, so that you understand what to expect from the examination. D944 are okay. So cool loop, you are saying that 1944, right? So what we will do is let us just add these. अब add कैसे करना है, ठीक है? So I'll tell you one more smart way to add. All these values are above 800, ठीक है? इतना add करोगे 800 ये, तो 8 into 8 6400 तो पहले से हो गया. We can mentally add these values. 67, 70, 100, 137, 151, 151 plus this is 57, 208. Okay, so that is 70. So if you divide by 7, we will get 934 to 28, 4, 944. So total is 944. Okay, so total marks are in logo के 944. Now, how will we get his marks? So this is 944 minus this value. Okay. 944 minus 821, that will be 120. So this will be 98, 140, 1, 114, 107. Okay, so like we will get the values. Okay. Now only scorer between 120 and 130. So the score is 123. Okay. Now, previous question, what we got? This was the this in fact will be the lowest score. ठीक है, वहां पे तुमने सोचा होगा ये हाईएस्ट है या लोएस्ट है. यू गॉट द आंसर. ठीक है, you got it right. Okay, but actually this is the lowest score because if a person has lowest score, वो बाकियों का टोटल मैक्सिमम हो जाएगा. ठीक है, and if a person has the highest score, the total of remaining persons will be the lowest. So actually this is the lowest score, this is the highest score, but the difference will remain the same. Okay, so sometimes you can luckily get answers correct. So never leave theta questions. Okay, so 123 will be the answer. So did you understand how we figured out? कैसे scores पता चलेंगे? Now we will just know the scores because these names are not given. Who is who? Okay, so subsequent questions will ask, will give some information. Just इसमें दिया Adam ये है, so that has been considered. All right, so let's see the next question. How many students scored more than 100 marks? How many students scored more than 100 marks? So we now know the total, that is 944. After 944, what I did? Are 944 is the total marks. See, 944 was the total of these people. Okay, total 944 है. Now what is he telling? This 821 is total minus A. T minus A is 821. Okay, so A will be what? T minus 821. So that will be 944 minus 821. So we have to subtract these numbers from the total. So everyone told the total minus their marks. So if they are telling the total of other people, that means they are telling total minus their marks. Okay. Now, if the question is asking how many students scored more than 100 marks, so for more than 100, the total should be uh, less than 844. Okay. So 944 हमारा है तो 844, if the quotation is above 844, so marks will be less than 100. Okay, so it is asking how many scored more than 100 marks, or you can say that if the see total is 944, so if it is less than 100, so marks will be greater than 100. So except this value, all others are less than 844. So there are 7 people who scored more than 100 marks. Okay. All right. Next question. What is the average score of the 8 students? अब टोटल पता है तो एवरेज तो बता ही दोगे. So sometimes uh, data sets could be very short and sweet, but logic intensive. ठीक है, थोड़ा सा ज्यादा लिखा भी नहीं है, पढ़ने में भी ज्यादा टाइम नहीं लगेगा, बट रिक्वायर्स थिंकिंग एबिलिटी, राइट. समटाइम्स इट मे बी वेरी टेक्स्ट हैवी, ठीक है, बहुत ज्यादा टेक्स्ट दिया है, स्टोरी दी है, सब कुछ, बट इट मे नॉट रिक्वायर टू मच ऑफ थिंकिंग. सो यू हैव बोथ काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स, एंड समटाइम्स इट मे बी लाइक टेक्स्ट हैवी भी होगा और सोचना भी बहुत पड़ेगा. So this was the one wherein very less text was given, but the questions were difficult. ठीक है, सोचना पड़ रहा था. That is why this series named High Order Thinking. So average is asking, ठीक है, 944 total है, divide by 8 we will get 118. ठीक है, सही है. Okay. Now some additional information is given. The score of Isha is the average score of Changiz and Manu, and the score of Manu is the average score of Simni and Edwin. Okay? Now, who scored the lowest marks in the test? Now, it is not asking what are the lowest marks. They are saying who scored the lowest marks. Means you have to find this person. So, not getting what the lowest marks. All right, so let us see this question, right? And let's try to do this, okay, and find out who got the lowest marks in the test. So, if you see this, so first of all, let us write the marks. Okay, let's write the marks and then we'll get these. So the marks are 123. Okay. Then we have 98, then 141, 114, 107, 130, 112 and 119. ठीक है 123 किसी का एवरेज बन रहा है 25 का डिफरेंस नो 9 का डिफरेंस नो 18 का डिफरेंस नो 16 7 112 we are not getting 123 is any average ठीक है कोई एवरेज में यूज नहीं हो रहा है if we see 98 98 plus 9 plus 14 plus 21 okay, so we are not getting 16 so we see that 98 114 और 130 एक पेयर बन रहा है ठीक है there is one pair of average okay then next pair if we see 41 that is 11 11 so yeah so this see this 141 130 and 119 so by observation we see that we are getting two such pairs of averages okay now it is saying score of Isha is the average of Changis and Manu and score of Manu is the average of Simi and Edwin okay so this Manu has been mentioned twice okay Manu is mentioned twice so Manu is like so this means this is Manu ठीक है so Manu is mentioned twice so this will be Manu ठीक है दोनों बार Manu आ रहा है so Manu Isha is the average of Changiz and Manu so this must be Isha ठीक है this must be Changiz and this is Manu ठीक है and Manu is the average of Simbi and Edwin so they can be in any order but this is definitely Manu because Manu देखो दो जगह Manu का नाम आ रहा है right and 130 is coming twice so this is Manu right score of Manu is the average of these two people and score of Isha is the average so Isha must be this is Manu so this will be Changiz okay now it is asking who scored the lowest marks so lowest marks is of Changiz okay all right next question what is the difference between the marks of Manu and Simbi you can use the data from previous question difference between the marks of Manu and Simbi so Manu is 130, right? Simi we do not know, right? Simi is either 119 or 141, isn't it? But we know that difference is a relative term, right? Difference is a relative term. You do not take the negative value. Some people still have that. So unless it is saying A minus B, you do not have to take that thing. So you have to just find the absolute difference, right? So 130, अब वो जा भी चाहे 141 हो या 119 it does not matter, right? Difference is going to be 11 only. So difference is always taken as a positive number unless it is specified that it is A minus B. Okay, so difference can be A minus B, it can be B minus A also. So the difference is 11. So whether Simi got 119 or Simi got 141, the difference will remain the same. Alright, so this was one of the sets, right? I hope you liked the set, interesting one. We shall do one more set. Okay. And we have launched this batches for CAT, Mission CAT 2022 evening batch and AS CAT 2022, which will be going to be launched tomorrow. Okay, and in case you are preparing for CAT and other MBA entrance examinations, you can enroll for Plus subscription and you can use my referral code. Okay, and my batches will also start in. Start taking classes in Plus courses as well very soon. So let us now do a typical LR set. Okay? So it says कि earlier was on DI. Okay? Now it is lengthy long statements plus मतलब solve wise it will take time. So it says that there are 7 persons who joined an organization on different days of the same year and they joined on different dates. Okay, and that is given the number of days between the dates of two persons joining consecutively is more than three but less than six. Sorry, more than two but less than six. So more than two means three, four, five. Okay, less than six till five. So three, four, or five is the gap. Gap is either 3 days, 4 days, or 5 days between two people. Okay, so some statements given. Try to solve it. Take some time. Okay, and then we will discuss that how to find which person joining date and uh, the order, team, etc. So let's solve this. So preferably make the first column as the joining date. So we are given the joining dates of two of the people. One is 26th July, another we are given as 5th of August. Rest of the dates are not given, but information is given that how many people joined in between so and so number of people. Okay, so try this set. Again, it's an interesting one, lengthy to read and then not an easy one to solve. So you can follow me on Telegram. Like I have a group by the name MBA Karo. Okay, so wherein you can post doubts, like in case you find some similar interesting sets in mock test or elsewhere, and you are looking for some video solutions, right? Because not many people create video solutions on DILR. You rarely find people, so you can join this group. And I have a channel also, YT channel, wherein you can connect with me. So try this set; it's an interesting set. And in case you are unable to understand any of the statements, you can ask. I have classes on 5 days, Monday to Friday. Okay, so you can follow me on this Unacademy app, which I'll share the link also in this video. And sorry, on YouTube also you can, like if you have subscribed to the channel, you can see my classes. YT का नाम है एप्टीट्यूड जैब, एप्टीट्यूड JAB, not job. wherein there are close to 180 sets. In fact, these sets which I take are from that itself. All right, so let us start solving this. Okay. So I don't know how much of you have you solved this. ठीक है चलो start करते हैं. So it is saying that there are 7 people. Okay. Now remember the gap is either 3 days, 4 days, or 5 days. ठीक है ये दिया है. Now, if you see these statements, okay, there are 7 days between joining dates of ईशा and नीता. ठीक है किसी भी ऑर्डर में हो सकता है, डज नॉट मैटर. ईशा नीता ऐसे आ सकता है या नीता ईशा ऐसे आ सकता है. ठीक है आगे पीछे कैसे भी हो, डज नॉट मैटर, राइट. नाउ इफ देर आर 7 days इन बिटवीन, ठीक है 7 days है बीच में, तो कितने लोग ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं बीच में. टेल हाउ मेनी पीपल कैन ज्वाइन बिटवीन देम. सोच के आंसर करना. ईशा एंड नीता, हाउ मेनी पीपल कैन ज्वाइन बिटवीन देम. गैप 3 days का हो सकता है, 4 days का हो सकता है, 5 days का हो सकता है. सो 7 days का गैप है. ठीक है. नाउ देर कैन बी पीपल विथ, दैट मीन्स देर विल बी 2 gaps. ठीक है 7 days गैप कितना हो सकता है, 3 days, 4 days या 5 days. ठीक है. सो देर हैज टू बी वन पर्सन इन बिटवीन, क्योंकि दे कैन नॉट बी कॉन्जिक्यूटिव पीपल. ठीक है बीच में कोई ना कोई आएगा. सो नाउ दैट पर्सन विल ज्वाइन ऑन वन पर्टिकुलर डे. एक किसी दिन ज्वाइन करेगा. ठीक है एक दिन उसके ज्वाइनिंग का क्या, right, because on one day only one person is joining. Okay. एक डे चला गया. now there were total 7 days, तो कितने बच गए, 6 days remaining. so one day will be the one where a person is joining, so 6 days remaining. अब गैप कितने का हो सकता है, 3 days का, 3 days का. 3 days gap, 3 days gap, and one person in between, right. so there is one person between e and n, or it you can write that n and e. There is 1% joining in between. ठीक है, and 3 days का gap आएगा दोनों जगह पे. Now similarly there were 9 days in between the joining dates of Om and Amit. ठीक है, ऐसे ही ओम और अमित है, उनके बीच में कितना गैप है? 9 days. ठीक है, कैन वी पुट 3 people, मीन्स 2 people. इफ वी पुट 2 people, लेट अस से वी अज्यूम कि दो लोग ओम और अमित के बीच में ज्वाइन किए. ठीक है, दो लोग अगर रखेंगे, सो इफ वी पुट 3 days गैप, 3 days गैप, 3 days गैप, एंड दीज आर 2 people ऑल्सो ज्वाइनिंग. ठीक है, तो कितना आ जा रहा है? टोटल गैप आ जा रहा है 11 days का. Isn't it? 2 people joining. Okay, so the 2 days will be counted and minimum gap is 3. So we will get 11 days. But that is not possible. So that means O और A के बीच में भी एक पर्सन आएगा. ठीक है, O और A के बीच में एक पर्सन आएगा. So either it is OA or AO. ठीक है, अच्छा ये सब दिया है. Then we are given that Om joined immediately before Lily. So O is just before Lily. Okay, one thing that is directly given, and we found out that one person between E and N and one person between O and A. Okay, so we can have two possibilities, like A can come after O, like ऐसा हो सकता है, केस वन ये बन सकता है, केस टू बन सकता है, O comes before A. Now why we are taking O and A? Because ये यहाँ पे OL का एक कनेक्शन है पहले से. ठीक है, O and A has a connection. OL is connected, so we can link these two things. Okay, so what we will do? Let us take this case. Okay, अगर हम AO लेते हैं, so we will have A, we will have some person joining that we do not know. Then we will have L, then we will O, and then we will have L. 4 people. Okay, there are total 7 persons. Right now, there is this thing that E and N have also to join. E and N should join, right? So E N cannot come. Uh, then we will have E N should also come. So so if you put E and N here, yeah, we can have E and this, like basically E and का क्या है concept? There are 3 people. ठीक है, E and N, then one person in between. That can be like N E some person in between also. Right? अगर आप यहाँ भर देते हैं, then we have 7 people done, and it is written that Amit joined after Sam. ठीक है, so Amit cannot be the first person. ठीक है, S has to come before L A. तो ये possibility नहीं हो सकती. Okay, then let us take another scenario, A dash O N. ठीक है, and then we will have E and N, or N E, like any order, and one person in between. ठीक है, so this person will be Sam. Yeah, this person will be Sam, and this will be, who is the other person? G. Okay, okay, that is what we will get. 2 between S and A. Where is it given? कहीं दिए हैं? अच्छा, 2 people join between S and A. ठीक है, तो ये possible नहीं है. So this case is not possible, right? So if you put S here, then this is not possible, right? So ये case possible नहीं हो रहा है. Right? There is given that 2 people join between Sam and Amit, so this is not possible. Okay. So when we considered A before O, that is not working out. So that means A will come after O. Okay. And A comes after O. After, immediately after O is L. Okay. And we have S before A, so 2 people between Sam and Amit. So we will add SOLA. Okay, so we will get SOLA. So this 4 people set is done. 4 people set is done. We have to arrange 3 people, right? So we have E, N, and one person in between. So that this set can come either here or here. Okay, so let us take both the cases. So let us take E or N, whoever it is. ठीक है, and then one person, then the other person out of ENSOLA. ठीक है, वो बच कौन रहा है? That person is uh, I think Garv, right? So this is Garv. And second case will be SOLA will come in the beginning. Then we will have EN, then Garv, and the second person out of these, right? Now, are we given any dates here? Yes, we are given some dates. So if you see there, 2 dates are given. Garg joined on 5th August. So this is 5 August. And there is some person who joined on 26th July also. Yeah, there is some person. We do not know who is that person. So Lily joined the same team as the one who joined on 26th July. So there is other person, Lily, not Lily, who joined on 26th July. Now if you take first case, if we take this case, this will be 26th July and this will be 5 August. If we take this case, 26th July and 5 August. Now what is the gap? The gap should be 3, 4 or 5 days. Okay. Now this gap is way too much. Isn't it? This gap is way too much. So this case is also not possible. So this will be the order. Okay, ये order बनेगा SOLA. Now E and N. Can we find out who can be what date? About E and N. E और N में से कौन सा पहले आएगा बाद में आएगा? So there is a statement says the one who joined immediately after Neeta. So that means Neeta cannot be the last person. If Neeta is the last person, there cannot be any person after Neeta, right? So Neeta cannot be the last person. This then we will have this case. Neeta will not be the last person. Neeta will be this person. Neither cannot be last, right? Because there is one person who joined after Neither. So let us do one thing. Let us make a table, or we will put dates before these people. Okay. So we have in this order SOLANGE. We'll put the date and the team. And let us start filling information that is given to us. Okay, so Garb it is given as 5 August. And let us just see this sales, SEO, or analytics. Okay, Om joined immediately before Lily and they joined same team. So Om and Lily have to be in the same team, that we do not know. The one who joined immediately after Neeta joined SEO team. So this is SEO team, right? There were 7 days in between. Okay, that we have taken 9 days this and this. 4 days between Sam and the one who joined immediately after him. So if we know the date of Sam, we can find this date also. Okay, so the 11 days Lily and the one who joined immediately before girl. Okay, so we do not know this person. When did he join? Lily joined the same team as the one who joined on 26 July. Om and Isha joined different teams. The last person to join sales team. Okay, Garv joined, more than one person joined the sales team. Okay, Amit joined the analytics team. So Amit is analytics team. Okay. Now the thing is, we are given that there is one person on 26th July. Okay. 26th July से 5th August तक कितने दिन होते हैं? So we have 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, right? 5 days. 1, 2, 3, 4. ठीक है? So we have a total of 9 days. बीच में गैप कितना है? 9 days का. ठीक है? Now in 9 days, how many people can we put? Can we put 2 people? 26 और 5 के बीच में अगर देखो मिनिमम 3 का भी गैप देते हैं. So if we give gap of 3 days, it is given that gap was 3 to 5 days, right? If we take a gap of 3 days, next person should join on 30th. If we take gap of 3 days, the next person should join on 3rd. If then we cannot take another gap, right? So there cannot be 2 people in between. There cannot be 2 people in between. So there is only one person in between. So this means if this is 25 August, this will be 26 July. There cannot be 2 people in between. See, we have to find the gap between the people. Okay, not so 11 days you are counting 26th and 5th also. No need to count that. We have to find the gap between those two dates. Okay, so 9 days का gap है, we cannot put 2 people in between because between any 2 people we have gap of minimum 3 days. Okay, so now what we have is 26 July is this. अभी यहाँ पे कुछ दिया है 4 days in between the joining date of Sam and the one who joined immediately after him. Okay, so Sam की अभी डेट नहीं पता है. ठीक है, and now there is 11 days in between joining dates of Lily and the one who joined immediately before Garv. ठीक है, Lily और immediately before Garv ये है. ठीक है, now these people have gap of 11 days in between them, right? L and N, Lily and what is this, Neeta, they have 11 days gap. ठीक है, अब 11 days का gap है. And there is just one person in between. ठीक है, एक ही पर्सन है बीच में, तो बीच का गैप कितना कितना होगा? बीच का गैप कितना कितना होगा? टोटल 11 डेज का गैप है और बीच में एक पर्सन आ रहा है सिर्फ. व्हाट विल बी द गैप बिटवीन L and A and A and N? So the trick here is कि अगर पर्सन आएगा we will have to add one more day. So the gap will be of 5 days. 5 डे का गैप होगा, then 6th day this person will join, then 5 days gap, then this person will join. ठीक है, so इसके 6 का डालो, this will be 20 July. ठीक है, 20 जुलाई से क्या हो जाएगा? 5 दिन का गैप आ जाएगा ना. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 5 दिन का गैप आ गया. ठीक है, देन ऑन 26 दिस पर्सन विल ज्वाइन, देन आफ्टर 26 वी विल गिव अ गैप ऑफ 5 days. So 27, 28, 29, 30, 31 July no one will join. So this person will join on 1st of August. ठीक है, 1st of August हो जाएगा. So that we will get this. ठीक है, अच्छा नाउ ये ऑल्सो हो गया. अब जो कुछ एक जो हमने कंडीशंस ली थी ना, ये 9 days 11 days उससे निकाल देंगे. सो 7 days ईशा एंड नीता. ठीक है, ईशा एंड नीता, नीता इज 7 days इन बिटवीन. ठीक है, 7 days इन बिटवीन मीन्स 1 के बाद 7 days कितने हो गए? 8. सो 8 days 8 तक गैप रहेगा. सो इट विल ज्वाइन ऑन 9th of August. ठीक है, 4 days सैम एंड वन हु ज्वाइन इमीडिएटली आफ्टर हिम. तो पहले सैम का तो निकालते हैं. 7 days ईशा नीता, दैट इज डन. 9 days बिटवीन ओम एंड अमित. ठीक है, ओम एंड अमित के बीच में 9 days का गैप होना चाहिए. सो सब्ट्रैक्ट 10, दिस विल बी 16 जुलाई. ठीक है, 9 days का गैप, राइट? 16 to 26 कितना होता है? हाउ डू यू फाइंड गैप बिटवीन टू नंबर्स? If I ask one number is A, another number is B, so you say the gap is equal to B minus A minus 1. ये होता है ना? If I say 20, 16 to 26, 10 days हो गए, 26 is the 10th day, so there is a gap of 9 days, right? So here we have the gap of, it is saying 9 days gap, so 16 or 26 हो जाएगा. Now it is saying 4 days between Sam and this person, so 4 days का gap है, so take the difference as 11, it's 5, so that is 11th July. So Sam will join on 11th July. Okay, so this, always remember this thing, this gap is B minus A minus 1. Okay, so if I say that today is 24th June, what is the difference between what, how many days gap is between 24th June and 28th June? You will say 3 days gap. 28 minus 24 minus 1. कौन से days होगा? 25, 26, 27. So 3 days gap. Okay, so this is how we find this. Now I think we can fill more information because we have got the dates also. Okay, now let's revisit these things. Immediately after Nita is done, Lily joined the same team as the one joined on 26 July, right? So 26 July is analytics. So Lily is also analytics and this is also analytics. Okay. And more than one person will join the sales team. So एक sales team में आना है और लिली एंड ओ किसको कुछ दिया था? अच्छा, ओम join, they join, sorry, different teams, right? ओम और लिली सेम नहीं है. Lily will join analytics, Om will not join. Om will not join analytics, right? अब क्या बच रहे हैं? SEO, सेल्स और ये सब बचा है ना. नीता एंड सैम सेम टीम है, सॉरी, नीता सैम सेम टीम है. सो नीता सैम, नीता सैम can be sales also, they can be SEO also. Om and Isha same. अच्छा, so Om and Isha join different teams. So Isha is sales and Om and Lily is also different, right? So Om and Lily is also different. So Om cannot be analytics, right? Om cannot be sales. Okay, so Om has to be SEO. And these two people join the same team, and more than one person join the sales team. So these two will join the sales team. इन दोनों की sales team हो गई. So that is how we will get the teams also. ठीक है, so complicated one. Range is different from finding the gap. Yes, you will have to subtract that, right? You have to subtract. See, range means you include these two also. So you have to remove those 2 days. So that is, the gap is the remaining portion. So first question is, what is the set of people who joined the SEO team? So we know that O and G, Om and Gav joined the SEO team. Right, so try this set again. I mean, taking ample time and seeing the conditions again. How many people joined the organization in August? So there are 3 people who joined in August. How many days between the joining dates of first and the last of these people? फर्स्ट और लास्ट पीपल के बीच में नंबर ऑफ डेज निकालना है, राइट? सो 11 जुलाई के बाद से देयर विल बी 20 डेज इन जुलाई, ठीक है, प्लस 8 डेज इन अगस्त. सो देयर विल बी टोटल ऑफ 28 डेज इन बिटवीन. इट इज आस्किंग बिटवीन, राइट? सो 20 days left in July and 8 days till before 8th 9th of August. How many of the given statements are true? Lily and Amit different teams. That is false. The person joining on 16th July joined the sales team, and that is also false. Neeta joined the organization on 30th July. So that is also false. Right? So all of these are false. So you can say zero. None of them is true. Okay, so for Unacademy Plus subscription, you can use my code PRPanth10 and avail 10% discount on the subscription. And very soon I'll be starting classes on, I'll be taking plus batches on Unacademy. So if you wish to enroll in my batches, you can enroll. Okay, so you'll get to know about the batches that, so we always tell about the batches that are going to start. So you get to know about this also. So on June 26th at 12 p.m., uh, we have this mega compact. In order to participate in this, you can just use my code to unlock this event and participate for free. And there are exciting prizes for the winners in this contest. How many sets for LRDI? Uh, there is nothing as such. I mean, like you can do 50 sets also, you can do 200 sets also, right? It is about building the thinking ability, right? If even if you do 50 sets, if you do not see the solutions, you try on your own and think before. I mean, you do not give up on solutions, right? You try to, even if it takes 1 hour to solve, you give your thought process. There is no such number as such, right? लोग 300 सेट करके भी नहीं कर पाएंगे if they do not think, because they are habitual to seeing solutions, right? So make it a habit that whatever you do not jump into solutions. ऐसे नहीं कि जैसे start हो रहे तो solution देखने लगे, right? So make sure that you try to solve on your own, even if it takes more time, right? Give time for that. Book for LOD 1 and 2. See this thing ki 1 and 2 LOD, uh, to be honest, there is no like appropriate book for LRDI. Okay, because that kind of sets that you get these days, right? Uh, you don't find them in books. So yes, books you should cover. Apart from that, you should also look for other sources, like you're watching these videos, mock test and etc. You should rely on that as well. Okay, so yes, 1 and 2 level will help you give some basic understanding. Maybe you will be able to do 1 or 2 sets, but do not just restrict yourself to the books. Okay, because in books you will not get too many kind of uh, what I would say, that question types. Okay, so that's it for today's class. Thanks for watching the attending class. I hope you liked the sets and their explanations. So